Does Peter Dutton have a lot of money? Well, if you've been reading the news this week, that seems to be the case. So, it all starts with the global financial crisis. You got to think like The Big Short, but I'm not Margot Robbie in a bathtub to be able to explain this. So, at the beginning of 2009, then Prime Minister Kevin Rudd announced a $4 billion bailout for the big four banks. Now, a day before this announcement was made, on the 23rd of January, Peter Dutton bought shares in CommBank. 11 days later, he sold those for a profit of just over 20%. Now, Dutton also bought ANZ shares on February 12 and sold them on March 16, more than a month later, for an 18% profit. Now, while Dutton was required to declare these transactions in his role as an elected official due to parliamentary disclosure laws, he didn't have to say how much he bought or made. Now, none of these documents indicate anything illegal has happened, and Dutton was the Shadow Minister of Health at the time, meaning he wasn't around the decision-making table. He's denied any kind of insider trading.
I've not received any information that has influenced any share transaction, either selling or buying, that I've made, or the purchase of any property or other asset.
And just about anyone can buy and sell shares. It's your right if you've got the money. But we'll never know just how much Dutton made off this quick buy and sell on either side of the government's announcement that they were about to save the big banks from going under during one of the world's biggest financial crises. And then there's Dutton's multi-million-dollar housing portfolio. This week, the Sydney Morning Herald revealed the true extent of Dutton's property empire, and it kind of dwarfs Albo's purchase of a $4.3 million coastal home. So it all starts with
The first home at age 19.
And then, over the last 35 years, he's bought and sold 26 properties with a total value of $30 million. Now, the list includes a series of investment properties from across Queensland, bought by Dutton himself, his wife, a trust, and a private super fund. But how much has he profited from this? Well, before taxes and fees, etc., around $6.7 million. Oh, and a reminder, as leader of the opposition, he makes $430 grand a year. And if he were to be elected PM, that would jump to $580 grand. Now, look, being rich isn't a crime. In fact, in Australia, making your fortune off property is about as culturally appropriate as, well, 1,000 blossoms blooming. But for Peter Dutton, who has politically marketed himself as just a working class cop from Queensland, being a multi-millionaire property mogul might not quite align with the everyman he's trying to be.